That's why a lot of people are afraid to die.
Yeah, because we don't know.
Yeah,
what's gonna happen next.
So
right?
me, I crossed that boundary. Yeah.
Were you declared dead sometime?
I was there. I was there in the gate. That one night, it is after I went home, after my discharge in the hospital. And so he kind of heard me that I was crying. Why? Why you won't let me in? I think it started around probably, even think around 10 o'clock. We were all dressed up like a light, almost dirty white gown, all of us. We were heading to a corner.
A triangle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. I'm sorry.
And then the entrance is right there in the. So imagine that one right there, and a lot of people are in line like this, and there was two guys
right at the door.
By the door. Right. If this is the birthday, there's the door. Two guys here. So for some reason, every time I close to that guy, was kind of checking, he becomes very small. The more I approach him, he will become very, very short to the point that he will be almost nothing. So I back out.
Step back, yeah.
And then somebody would step in front of me.
Oh,
because I did when it happened to me so many times. I look at my left side. All the guys were gone in my left side. So the last guy, the older guy, I kind of yell at him. When I yell at him, I said, he didn't say anything. And every time he stepped back, going to that exit, I followed him until realized, kind of mean looking. Said, "Hey, stop! You're not.
It's not
You're not
alive yet."
Yeah. So there was no. It's an all gesture. There was no words spoken. It's all gesture. But by gesture, we would know that hey, this guy is mad. So when I was denied entrance, that's where I cried because I know what it was.
Right, but you really want to go inside.
Yeah, I want to go inside.
You want to go in. You're so persistent to go in.
But I'm not trying to brag that I've been there, but it's almost. I think I woke up probably 3 o'clock in the morning, and that's where my wife noticed and said, "You don't believe this?" I just went back to sleep.
You never said anything.
Yeah, said anything.
Thank you for that story.
Yeah.
That's news to me.
Yeah.
You haven't told us, or you told me about it.
I don't think there's any brother I had. No, there's one brother that I told, brother that when I was son. Oh. Yeah. But, I don't care. I don't care if you believe or not.
No, I believe you.
Yeah,
I believe you.
But I know for a fact, my time right now, I am different. I can see things, and sometimes I don't want to see it. Just like some clip that wherever I go, one of my nephew, he's a healer, and I just met him last year, and from another province, and he said, Manoy, I said, be sure not to be so open of what you say, because most of the time what you say will happen. Oh, yeah. What you think, or please just keep it to yourself. It's kind of weird. Kind of spooky, but he really. I see a lot of things I cannot prove, but for some reason it always happened. And it's like I went to Quebec to visit my cousin in Canada, and when we start eating just like that, I said, wow, I dreamed this moment.
Really? Come on, Warren G.
I think my wife just gave it a
way back or before you made that trip?
Before we made the trip.
It's like months before or
Probably years. Really? You hope it always happens to me, but I will not tell. Those incidents that I'm with, that I already dream of it back then, many times. And that's what I have. I've been like that for many years.
But for me, I could understand you more because sometimes you're just a quiet guy. You stand in a corner and just you're like you said your mind is running. So I look at you. What is what you're doing over there?
Yeah, it's just like in our meeting, whatever if we have right there in the hall. If I start talking, I can sometimes I have to stop myself because I keep talking. It's not wrong. It's not written. Talk.
I do that. I do that sometimes. I talk to myself.
Have you noticed it to me? So when I say, I better stop because I love to talk. It's because my brain is out there. It's not there at the moment. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So your favorite line or just 3 words, life as it is. What does those words really mean to you?
Well, it goes back to what I said that, I believe in God. Because whatever plan we have, we really want to paint it the way we like it.
Okay.
But for some reason, when we start painting, we made a mistake.
Okay.
We're
human, right?
Yeah.
We're not
so
perfect.
That's why when I say life as it is, it is because regardless of how you plan it, there's always that, and that's where I realized that, it's just like this is like when we went to Canada,
Right.
Okay, and this is what happened when I arrived in Chicago, our first stop, going to Quebec. My iPhone was telling me, okay, you better finish setting up your iPhone. So it needs my driver's license. I don't have your driver's license.
Okay. So what happened?
So anyway, well, the trip cannot be stopped. We have to go. Right. So I feel bad for my wife because she'll be the one driving. And
that's a long trip.
It's a long trip. So we were not able to explore that much because I don't have a driver's license. Because I'm more explorer than my wife. So and then I keep thinking, I really lost the translation of. I always say lost translation if you can't get back.
Yeah.
That why did I remove my driver's license from the wallet? What's the cause? What's my intention? What's the reason? Until as we were closing our trip, I told my wife, I said, I think I removed my driver's license for some reason. I put it somewhere. So when we arrived in our house, keep looking. And then until I wore the same shirt that I wore when we left, go to bed. Then I always have a napkin in or a paper towel in my pants because I kind of sneeze a lot and blah blah blah. Until when I was really about to sleep, I was coughing and I reached my pocket and there was it. The slices was in between.
All the time it was there.
All the time it was there. So when I was there, I kind of questioned myself, but I always say to myself that
there's always
a reason that God, because even now I can never trace why my driver's license in my pocket.
Well, were you absent-minded or you just?
So that's why that's part of life is as it is. If it happens, it's because the Lord has planned for it.
If it doesn't,
it doesn't. So so the more you don't question the Lord, and the more you'll be happy with the person.
So, Worship, what kind of legacy is more important to you? Uh, the one that the things that you accomplish, or what other people felt when they are around you?
Me, I'm not always concerned of people, what people say around me, because my my arrogant I would say answer that, you don't sign my paycheck. Why do I have to, you know? So because we have different. It's just like I could be so handsome to someone,
Yeah.
but I could be also the most ugly person to someone, and that's what it is.
Right.
So the only thing, my biggest thing in life, that's why going back what I said, what is my glory? Is to put a smile and a sad face, because the more you have given to somebody, with no reason, just random, just like that.
That's
So
very good.
me, I sometimes it's like me and my wife. Sometimes we travel, going to Vegas, and we stop by McDonald's, and there was this homeless guy. Uh, try to ask the folks who is lining up to order food, and my wife said, "Give him what he wants, and I'll pay for it."
Okay.
So my wife did it many times. And a lot of people just
Do you pay for everybody's?
no, that's like that. But on all those things that me and my wife do randomly, me and my wife always have the same attitude towards people, the needy people, and that's our happiness, our me rather.
Well, that's a very humble, just gesture, helping people.
Yeah, because to begin with, masonry is like that. You know, uh, masonry. Yeah, I'm not trying to
Well,
judge.
hold on, that's my next question. So let's move to masonry. Like since you started masonry,
Yeah.
so
So
that's masonry matters to them. Do you think?
for me, going back to I was just new, and I'm pretty excited, and I want to, I would say, explore or know a lot of things about friends. And I always attended um, uh, symposium, and there was one guy, because there was one guy who raised question, where's Paul? Uh, what I think this is how he said it. How does masonry helps the world?
That's a very good question.
That was his. So the guy who answered, he was a French or Italian, and there's another guy, colored guy, he's from Africa. He said, "Let me answer that." Okay, I told this to few brothers
Out of the blues.
out of the blues. Let me answer that. But he's one of the speakers,
Okay.
but he was not in the podium. Yeah, let me answer that. So anyway, he tell his stories. His stories was the answer. So what he said, uh, I became a master mason. I became a master of the gods. I became a grandmaster, and I became the president of the country.
Mm. That's not Mandela, right?
No, not that. So in this shit, we will stop right there. Why masonry helps a lot. The guy that I replaced was not doing well as a president.
Okay.
So what I did, all my cabinets, I hired all my brother masons.
Mm. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he said, in short, because of our teachings and our belief, the country was so rich during my 2 terms.
Well, that's like 8 years.
Yeah. So I think it was 10.
Then,
Yeah. So he said, And in fact, I forgot the country in Africa that he was a president, but you can Google it. Uh, uh, his name will appear right away. And I met that guy, and he said that's the reason that Freemasons members or our fraternity is not perfect, but we are taught to the best we can do in life, and it's always there's always like I would say, and he said like around 75%. If you know how to choose, you know how because there are others that doesn't have experience, doesn't have the wisdom, doesn't have the right age, blah blah blah. So that I choose this all the one that has been in my journey in life as a Mason, as my covenant. So that country at my time was progressive.
Worship. So when you raise a brother like me, for
Mhm.
example, do you ever wonder what they will become years later? Like for me, have you ever thought of me doing this now?
No, it's not I wonder. The only thing that I would be sad if you are go astray,
Oh yeah, that's true.
you know. But I wish I can only say now.
Well, you cannot control
Exactly.
brothers, right?
But
They have their own life.
yeah, but I would rather be hated because I said so
Yeah.
than be not able to tell them that hey, don't touch because it's hot.
Right. Hey, I got you.
So
worship. If this is the last time that you speak to a brother, right? That you raise as a master, what do you want them to remember? Not about masonry, but life as it is, or life itself.
yeah.
What do you want them to remember?
It's just like when somebody wants to be a mason.
Mhm.
What is my question? If you remember, why you want to be a mason? Why do you
Oh
want
yeah,
to be a
yeah,
mason?
true.
Always remember that.
Yeah.
Okay? And most of the time, the common answer is that to be a better man.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, any word, any statement in life have a different definition. It all depends on you and me to define it. What is our interest? What we focus in life? Or what matters most to us? And we have different. All of us are different. You can be saying yes, 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 yes because you want to be a Mason.
Right. Yeah.
But does it really come from your heart?
Yeah. I got you.
But at the end of the day,
I,
you'll be divulging yourself. It's not me.
Mhm.
Because me, I'm clear as it is. I am what I am now because I'm truthful to you. Like I will ask you, did I ever change to your perspective? Exactly.
Never.
Yeah.
Would you mind giving a message or a final message for all of us, like your brethren or anybody who's going to watch this episode?
As you know, whether you love me or hate me, but when the time you see my passage, you will miss me. Said, oh, I wish was Dean is here. I'm not trying. Again, I keep telling my brothers that nobody is perfect because we have, regardless of how much education or how much studies or how dedicated we are to anything that we like in life, there's always that point that we stumble. To my brothers, I would try to, if you know what this masonry is all about, every time we do things, we should always question us. Am I a Mason? I am doing the right thing to be a Mason. Did I exercise love to my fellow brethren? did I exercise full understanding to the flaws of people around me, not just the brethren. It's part of our ritual that, you know, again, going to be willing, you're willing to go out of your way,
Right.
to help a brother. So that word is so much meaningful. Really? Can you go out of your way
Yeah.
to help?
It's easy to say it,
It's easy to say,
but
You
can
know.
you do it?
no.
Okay, Worship, thank you for that message. But I want to add this though, question. Maybe you have expressed your feelings to Ating Lucy
Mm.
through actions,
Mhm.
right? But what can you say to her now if she's going to watch this episode? What do you want to say or express to her after all these years of her support to you, her sacrifice to you? What message can you
Well,
tell her?
to begin with, as what such a certain price that just like or Sport Cross said, your wife can be your support or can be your downfall. I would say, but as it is, we're not perfect, both of us. But Masonry, when I entered Masonry, I told her to begin with. I said I can be out there, sometime maybe early, past midnight and stuff like that, and I have to do this. Do you want me to enter to this fraternity? And I don't forget that the guy who investigated me was an inspector now, Worshipful June Bernaby, came to my house, so in fact back then, there's one of the questions that says, do you have insurance? Do you have savings?
Why?
Because Masonry is not cheap,
Right.
and that was one question. But beside that, anyway, my wife, I could never be successful as a merciful master without my wife. No way. No way. I cherish everything that sometimes I get mad at her doing so much because she's working and she's doing this. I don't want her to get tired. Sometimes she feels sad or mad because I told her that's enough.
She wants to do more.
But she wanna do more. Basically, as I said, being a worshipful master twice, I could have not done better without my support, my wife's support. 100%. My wife, without her, I would not be a successful worshipful master. Yeah, my wife, Masonry, very supportive. I can, it's just like I member of round table. Sometimes every day I'm out because I support from one lodge to the other.
Okay.
So it's not easy for a wife to get that. But the thing is, I go home early. I'm out there, but I go home early because I have to wake up early at work. I cannot just be drunk or whatever. But support, I don't think there's no enough words I can describe it to my wife. Yeah, so I would say I'm very thankful for her to be my wife as a Mason. And,
Worship, thank you so much, Worship, for this lovely stories that you have just told. Worship, I know there's more questions that I could ask, and you could answer everything. But there's time to end a conversation because of the time limit as well.
yeah, I know, I understand. That's why I told you I'm very talkative.
Right.
Don't start me.
Well, that's the reason why I invited you, because you can, express yourself so freely, and you can, we can have a very good discussion. I need somebody who love to tell a story.
Well, I think it's most of the time that the people who have rough life
Uh,
can always be the one who can tell stories.